Okay, like I said, they gave us these two story beats. These are two characters I don't really play, but we're gonna have to learn how to play them. Oh, and each character has multiple chapters. That's cool. We'll do Orie, a just messenger.
あの遠くに見えるのが今回の目的となる街。
She's on a train. A very modestly dressed young lady. The white hazy sky, a large and misty town appeared.
いや、もう少し遠い場所だよ。到着まで少々時間がかかるが、着いたら今回の任務の詳細を説明するよ。
Alright, so this is two very serious schoolgirls, I take it. Could be college girls. But yeah, they're very serious, and apparently they have missions. They're on a mission.
ありがとうレクス。
それまでもうしばらくは移動中雑談タイムだ。空港で会ってからろくに話もできていないからな。まあ誰に聞かれるかわからないなんて言ってもご覧の通り車内はガラガラ。適当に注意すれば問題はないだろう。
Okay, so what I'll do is I won't read the text that they're speaking, but I will read the narration. The landing of the plane, reuniting with Lex. Glimpses of memories came to mind as I sank back in my seat. We had been in a bit of a rush to make the train earlier, but we were otherwise off to a good start. The shape of the quiet city stretched across the scenic landscape. More and more houses were gradually beginning to appear along the quaint countryside. This train would bring us to our destination, but it seemed it would take some time to get there. The moment I saw Lex at the airport, it was clear she had been up all night, which she later admitted was because she was working on important documents. Though that's what makes her so thoughtful. Even now she's fixated on her computer, saying she needs just another minute to finish up her work. Our conversations will get cut short again and again because of this. Really, this girl. Already there. I don't know if I want to read those parts because they're character thoughts. Thought it was. She got it more together than you. I thought it was just like narration, but it's character thoughts, so I won't be reading that either. Kaguya, okay. Somebody interesting. And if you guys are having trouble keeping up with the dialogue, this stuff here, like if I'm clicking through it too fast, just make sure to pause the screen as I'm doing this. I don't know what to say about you guys who are like reading way faster than me. Sorry, I'm not the fastest reader. I'm not too good with the names in this game. I like all the characters' designs, but I'm not like super duper, you know, I don't know all about the characters, including their names. But I think Kaguya is one of the characters. No service.
後でレクスが何とかしてくれるって言ってたから、連絡はその後でいいか。あっちも慌ただしいだろうし。ごめんね、かぐや。
Now useless phone.
今回の任務、特に心配なことが多いけど大丈夫かな。
A new land. I wonder what their missions are about. If it takes them to a new land, I wonder what is a new land. Is this? I imagine this is still Japan. I don't think this is like. It could be. They could be like in Germany or something. But the funny thing is, like, if it is Japan still, it's funny to call it a new land. That seems kind of anachronistic.
学生生活、情報収集。上層部は私に何をしろって言ってるのよ。もう。
Is she older than student age?
そう困った声を出すな。上だってお前に期待をしているからこそ、こうしたさまざまな任務を任せているのだから。我らリヒトクライスの誇るフィフスイグゼクター、オリエ・バラーディアにな。
So, leak, if I can pronounce it, I think that's the German word. Light cross, I'm thinking that is. Lichtkreis. Lichtkreis. Sorry, I'm trying to pronounce that. Lichtkreis. 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 Okay, sorry. Lichtkreis is one of the groups in this game. There are quite a few groups. You can call them factions, actually. Quite a few factions in this game that are opposing each other. They're each trying to do something specific during this night that we're gonna learn more about. I think we're gonna learn more about the night. But from the reading I did online, Lichtkreis is one of the groups. I think it's like 4 or 5 factions in this game that all the characters belong to.
そういう聞こえのいいことばっかり言って。
Orie Vladier. And EXS is a term that I'm not going to explain. Hopefully one of the characters explains it. I'm not trying to explain that. It means something like existence, but I don't know. I've assumed the alias of Orie Harada for this mission, which is actually closer to my real name. I have been overseas for so long I wasn't used to saying it myself. Vladier Harada. Alright, she's an orphan raised by a Lichtkreis. Lichtkreis. She spent her life trying to repay them for their kindness. Family. Idleheld is an important character in all this. Caring and loving guardian. Though strict at times, many others came from similar circumstances as I had and chose the same path. A lot of orphans doing a lot of stuff for this organization. They're so grateful they want to repay their debts like this young lady. Even if it means her life. Not out of blind faith, but pure gratitude. Sounds a bit like blind faith to me, ever so slightly. Otherwise, she is a very cool character who is loyal and grateful. I appreciate stuff like that. She likely wouldn't be alive without Lichtkreis. She's a very serious young lady, and I like that. I like her as a character.
Maruhi 潜入マニュアルとこれを見ておけばいいんだっけ。
そうだな。まあ当たり前のことしか書かれていないからしっかり読まずとも大体 OK だが。 お嬢様校からの編入という点だけ重ね重ね注意してくれ。
Right. So she has a cover, and she's supposed to be a transfer student from a wealthy all-girls school.
わかった。上品に振る舞うのって苦手なのよね。
As an orphan, I would imagine she grew up. Depends on how the organization taught her, but I would imagine she grew up initially very low class, very poor.
オリエはおとなしくしてさえいれば、それだけでどうにでもなる範疇じゃないか。
リヒトクライスっていうと、大抵お嬢様みたいに裕福なイメージを持たれるんだよね。
I believe she's the fencer character, so I assume she was high class because she's a fencer and she has a poofy dress.
私に限らず、みんなそんなことないから戸惑っちゃうのよね。このエレガントに振る舞えっていう設定。
Erica. Kaguya's from a renowned family as well. There's a lot of them at this organization. She just totally assessed her whole life.
どうした？人の顔をジロジロ見て。
Just
変に慈しみを感じる。再会の喜びをまだ噛み締めているのか。
Cause she's analyzing you with those big robot eyes. Look at her. She just completely assessed your personality and capabilities in seconds. You need to fear this girl.
全然違います。レックスってさ、
なんだ
？The past is the past.
なんでもない。優雅な振る舞い、望むところよって練習してみただけ。
ああ、穏やかでとてもいい表情だと思うぞ。今まで任務で通ったような上品なところと違ってごく普通の学校だからな。良くも悪くも楽しんでもらいたいものだよ。賞がつくお嬢様学校からの交換留学生という設定になっている。周りもそういう目で見るだろうから、ふさわしい振る舞いを頼む。
I feel like she said that already.
なんで蝶なんて無駄にハードル上げるのよ。もう。校舎も机も割とボロボロだし、設備も古い。お嬢様校には程遠いような学校だったんだけどね。外観だけはそれらしく綺麗に飾られてたかな。
I doubt it. People say stuff like that, but she's probably still went to like a mid to upper class school or something like that. I doubt it was that worn down, not like the schools I went to. Where, man, they were still using radiators well into like the early 2000s. The schools I was going to was still using radiators. Stuff like that. That's old. Philanthropic organization. Oh, so they're super popular too. Why are they doing like covert spying missions then if they're that popular? Oh, I see. So they're world renowned, but not Japan renowned. Fleet Crease operates out of several branches in cities across the globe, providing help to people in suffering. Philanthropic. Oh, thank you for the text dump. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Learn a bit more about the characters and lore. World history, I should say. We're praised as ambassadors of justice and light, and if I'm being honest, I think the Elite Crease uses that to its advantage as a front, moving under the pretense of a charitable organization. Now, this is actually saying too much, actually, because we got that whole... Everything she's saying here, we got that from all the previous things she said. We got all of this from the previous things she said. Because if they're covert, if they're doing covert missions and they're considered philanthropic, of course they're using something as a front, either the philanthropic stuff or the covert stuff. Or, of course, they're using the philanthropic stuff as a front for the covert stuff. Gotcha, they got an image.
その辺は夢を売る仕事と変わりはない。我々は正義の財団。弱きを救うことに嘘偽りはないしな。聖なる光を売る仕事。それでいいじゃないか。
弱き者を救う正義の財団か。そうだね。
I never understand the characters in these situations. Like, it seems like they'd be more shrewd, but like she needs like to imagine she's playing some type of game of justice and holy, and it's very strange. So now we see how the Elite Crease, like what their actual aims are. But here it is very, it's very poorly worded. Okay, so we actually can't understand anything. The Elite Crease actual mission was to control and restrain the that. The what? The that. I don't know what's going on in this sentence. In this these two sentences, I don't understand what's even going on. Okay, the Elite Crease actual mission was to control and restrain the vats appear in the hall and punish those who abuse the power of EXS, an organization comprised solely of women. So is the Elite Crease the organization comprised solely of women? I don't understand really. I think that's what they're saying. The Elite Crease are the organization comprised solely of women, and they're meant to control and restrain whatever appears in the Hollow Knight, or whatever appears and punishes, whatever appears and abuses the power of EXS. Those who gain the power of EXS are called in-births, which sounds kind of gross when you think about it. Sounds like almost reminds me of like stillbirths or something, or babies born inside the womb, like they're birthed inside the womb. That's weird. People, myself included, gain superhuman powers of EXS. So they're gonna explain EXS now, I hope. There wasn't much difference in the number of male and female power wielders. That being said, the Elite Crease was comprised of females. There you go. It could just be a theory, but EXS was seen to be stronger in women who were more emotionally sensitive. That could be one of the reasons. That's actually very similar to the explanation for like psychic powers. Psychic powers are said to be more powerful in those who experience strong emotions. And I only know this because I've read Hell House recently, which was a really good book about psychic phenomena and ghosts and hauntings and things of that nature. Other than that, I've also heard rumors going around that the leader of the group, Idleheld, wasn't good with men, making it a completely female space. Okay, so Idleheld is a female character. did try to confirm this from within the organization, and it seemed it wasn't too far from the truth.
でもこの辺はちょっと上には聞きづらいところなんだよね。意外に闇が深そうな話題な気がして。それに女同士って気楽だよねって雰囲気の組織だし。ねえレックス、女の子同士だし気楽だよね。
Suppose so. Yeah, that makes sense.
私は別にオリエが男でも気楽だけど、どうしたんだ突然。リヒトクライスの内部構成のことか。
Yeah, some people just don't care.
そんなところ。正義の組織、その裏の顔、女の子ばっかりの怪物を退治する集団って。学校で話しちゃダメなこと考えてたらこんがらがってきちゃった。
Yeah, none of that. None of that, Orie. Talk about none of that. Yep. And pretty much none of the rest of this conversation either. Just don't talk about any of that stuff. That would be for the best. Thank you.
裏であるこっちのことは一切話す必要がないからな。普通にお嬢様校から来た超お嬢様っていい。余計な設定を付け加えるとボロが出るぞ。
I feel like they just write this stuff to make it seem like real conversations, because a lot of this is like fluffy dialogue. Like it's just like stuff they've already said.
ずっと女子校通いだったというのはもっと前面に出していい設定だな。あながち嘘でもないし、オリエが男子に免疫がない理由にもってこいだ。
See here, the only new information is that last sentence. Which is funny. I do like that last sentence. Now I wonder if she's gonna be all embarrassed.
何よ、免疫くらい少しはないかも。
Alright, I'll read this. The Elite Crease's job was to defeat the Voids, those utterly mysterious demons who eat human souls and appear on the Hollow Knight. So we're learning more and more about the world through this conversation. Again, Elite Crease is one organization of many, and their job, previously she said their job was to control beings, I already forgot, control beings that appear in the Hollow Knight, the Inbirths or whatever. But their job is also to defeat the Voids, who are mysterious demons who eat human souls, who appear. And now we know what this whole night's about. This whole night is called the Hollow Knight. So that's everything occurs around this Hollow Knight apparently. And not the game Hollow Knight, but night is in time of day, time of night. Into guide chaotic beings who abuse EXS in the right direction. Okay. So now we just need to find out what EXS is. It would be good. We just know that EXS can be, I guess, manipulated with emotions, or did they say that, or am I making that up? I don't know. That was the true mission of the Elite Crease. So they seem like the good guys from what she's explaining it.
リヒトクライスってなんでこんな大きな財団になっちゃったんだろう。アーデルハイト様、商売上手だったのかな。
それはわからないな。一つ言えるのは運の要素が大きいだろう。もともとうちは大昔に作られた虚無退治としての組織が始まり、これだってそのことは知っているだろう。
Alright, this is all exposition, which I don't have too much of a problem with, but it's a bit heavy-handed. They're trying to disguise it as a conversation, but honestly, these two would already know that stuff. We're the third wheel here that they have to explain everything to.
虚無を借り、異端と対峙し、そういう荒事を重ねていくうちに、それら活動自体をボランティア、慈善事業というほかなかったんだろうな。
So now we know of three factions. We have Voids, who are demons apparently created by the Hollow Knight, created during the Hollow Knight, and we have the Inbirths, who are people who experience things through emotions, and they have powers. I'm probably explaining that horribly.
そしてそこに 夜の魔物を退治するということから、光、正義みたいな言葉、印象が重なっていった。夜のことは決して表沙汰にせずにな。
Okay, and elite creeps also keep this information from the public. I'm guessing to avoid panicking.
そしたらどうだ。光の慈善団体という綺麗なイメージ、大人気さ。人々の共感を呼び、あとはそれが元となり大きく成長した。詳細はそんなに必要ない。外れたことをしなければいい。
Every time I think they're done talking, there's always so much more. But she also said that the organization was around for centuries. So they've been around for quite some time, and they've picked up a lot of traction in that time, becoming quite popular around the world, but here in Japan, they're not quite so known.
簡単に言っているが、もちろん誰にでもできることではない。もう一度やろうとしてもうまくはいかない。だから運だったと言っている。
I'm just gonna skip
アーデル
that.
ハイト
Sorry.
様ご自身の
I
運
read
命
it.
なんだろうね。これも。
I didn't want to wait for her to finish talking. Her sentences are always long, the girl with the white hair.
ああ、運であろうと大きく育つのはいいことだ。虚無を倒したり、異端者同士で争うだけでは生活できない。経済活動をし、組織を維持するのも大事なことだ。
So I thought they give money away. I didn't. What did they do to actually make money?
この地、日本にもかつて虚無退治で有名な一族がいたらしいが、閉ざされた貧しい経済状況のせいで、今では絶滅の
Alright,
一途を
so
た
they're
どっているらしい
introducing
し。
another faction.
そんな組織がやっぱりあるんだね。
A faction who was apparently on the verge of collapse because of money issues. Which ain't funny, really, but it's just the fact that like a harsh reality is seeping into this game here.
長い歴史。
It's a fantastical game.
他にいくつもあるだろうな。理想だけでは食えない。食えねば理想は作れない。子供たちには聞かせられない社会の真相。残酷な現実だ。
I mean, that's a great lesson, but what does it have to do with our game today? Like, the cool thing about these games is that you just chill when you play them. Like, it's just watching two people have a conversation about stuff that doesn't have anything to do with your daily life, basically. Like, I don't know what these two are even talking about anymore, but it's kind of fascinating.
そうだよね。それじゃあ虚無の牙から人々は守れない。生きていく手段を確保するのは大事なことだよね。
I feel like a fly on the wall. Like I'm just watching their conversation.
当然だ。手に入れた権限の知識と武力。生きる手段としてそれを行使するという道もあっただろう。しかし、それをしなかったのはアーデルハイト様の判断だからな。
That's interesting. So, with the knowledge and power of EXS, which is the power that allows, I think, invāsu to do stuff, to do their, magic or whatever you want to call it, abilities. It appears Idleheld can do so, but chooses not to. That's interesting. That's interesting.
そんな未来だったら嫌だね。
I'm already interested in Idleheld. The Elite Crease was an organization that caused chaos with EXS, which is the powers in this universe, that we may have been the ones being defeated by the doers of justice. Gotcha.
名だたる財団ではあるが、リヒトクライスはそういった黒い話は耳にすることがない。
Alright.
これは誇らしいことだ。
There are no rumors. No one's ever heard of Elite Crease doing bad deeds with their power.
とは言っても、私たちのような末端にはそういった話が伝わってこないだけなのかもしれないからね。
That's a good point. Maybe their troops don't hear it, but maybe other people do it. Could be a good case of propaganda being, them being propagandized properly.
そういうこともあり得るな。イグジスなんていうこんな魔法のような特殊能力を保持しているんだ。上層部では相応の黒い話、
And she agrees. And they pretty much out and out say that EXS is a magic power, so we could just call it magic from now on. It's funny that they're talking about all this. Like, it's a very smart conversation, but I feel like it's a bit too much at once, you know? Like, we don't need to know that they're this smart, I don't think. Or maybe we do. Alright. Okay. To preserve the organization, as long as it doesn't go against the progress of mankind, it would have to be permitted. Are they saying that anything is permitted as long as it doesn't go against the progress of mankind? Or they're saying the propaganda or whatever is fine as long as they're doing their mission and not stopping the progress of mankind. Or if they did something, I guess she's saying if they did something bad. So right here she's saying if they did something atrocious, they would have heard about it. So if they did any ills in the past, then they were so small that they didn't really interfere with the mission at large, or the progress of mankind, which is the most important thing, I guess. The leak needs to abuse and misuse EXS. If it had been complicit in hurting someone, we executors would go to defeat the leak niece itself. I would have no hesitation in doing that. Interesting, even though you want to give your life to them. That puts her in a very precarious place. If they did do something, she'd be very torn. Complete extermination of evil inbirths. So even if her group was the evil inbirths, she's an inbirth created to kill evil inbirths. So yeah, she herself can't go evil, otherwise she'd have to kill herself. Alright, executors are meant to eliminate voids, the demons. This time the mission is to infiltrate and investigate. We're told there could be fighting depending on the circumstance, but the objective was to live as a normal student and gather information. So the majority of missions that we've undertaken before with clear goals like battle these people or retrieve something were much clearer and easier, it seemed. Crawling across the Sahara Desert would be easier. An expression people use how difficult it is to fit into a new school. Oh, this translation is like it's struggling, man. Jeez. Used to describe how different it is, how difficult it is to okay. You gotta add words. You gotta add words sometimes. I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, so she screwed something up in the past, apparently. I don't know what's going on. This cutscene won't end. This cutscene won't end. Okay, I guess they have a lot of time on this train. A lot of time. Gotcha.
ダメダメダメ。いつも通りにしてれば大丈夫。もう
Okay,
どうで
okay.
もいいことで考えすぎちゃってるな。
If you act normal, probably it probably won't give you away. I mean, rich kids aren't just haughty and weird. Rich kids can just be kids, you know, with a lot of money. Hey, I'm actually learning about this. I'm actually doing some Shaolin training, and this is one of the things they teach you is the power of will. And I know that sounds like, you know, something like willpower sounds like something, you know, everybody talks about. When you really look into willpower, when you really break it down, it's really altering your reality with your mind and your state of mind. And yeah, it's very important. So if you're experiencing a lot of negativity in your life, you're thinking negatively, just try to change your thoughts around, like, you know. And I'm a cynical person. I typically don't believe in this sort of stuff, but it does work. It does change some things in your life once you change your mindset. So this is real talk right here. This is definitely real talk. Mind over matter is very important too in a lot of cases. Just enjoy the time you have. Enjoy, not to say you're dying or anything, just enjoy life as it comes to you. Enjoy every moment, basically. Don't think too much about the future, don't think too much about the past. Enjoy the present.
おい、オリエ、あんまり大きく開けないでくれ。書類が飛んで。
Enjoy a nice sunny windy breeze. Enjoy a nice sunny windy breeze. Open the windows. Let your documents fly all over the place, especially if you're on a train. Okay. Yeah, okay. Stretch your legs then. That is oddly specific. Can you imagine if you told somebody that, like, you were traveling with them and you just got up? Oh man, my hips and buttocks hurts. Oh, let me get up and stretch. It's just because of my hips and buttocks. It really hurts. My bottom, my buttocks, my butt, my ass. It was very, very sore. So the stretch really helped that out. Yeah. Right? I mean, in that situation, you just say, I feel a little sore all over. But my hips, my buttocks, my thighs, my inner thighs, ow. She got heated. She got heated with that old woman comment. Pleasant. Seems like a pleasant day on a train. Blue sky stretches across and the sunlight pours down gently on us. The large trees show a tint of red, giving everything the feeling of fall on a warm, sunny day. That would be nice. I could use a vacation too. You know, I just noticed a lot of people take vacations to be excited. They take vacations to go, like, hustle and bustle to other places and to rush from here and there and to do crazy adrenaline-fueled things like roller coasters and things like that. But really, you should be relaxing and just sitting back and enjoying the warm summer breeze. Alright. Right. This is exactly what I was just talking about. This is how people take vacations normally. They go on the planes, they're rushing here and there, only to return a few days afterwards. You're gonna take like a 3-day vacation somewhere or a 2-day vacation. I agree with her. You can't consider that traveling at all. You're more stressed out doing that stuff than you would be doing stuff here, like where you're from. Although it can still be fun, it can still be a very, you know, interesting experience that stays with you, but you don't want to be all cramped up and moody. She's just an ordinary girl. Ordinary, smart, considerate girl. I like her character. She's cool. I have to give him my all in terms of having fun and the mission. Okay, as much as I like these two ladies, I'm ready to do something else. It's a lot. It's very wordy. I've definitely read it. This is, if you've read all this so far, this is about a book chapter in terms of length. And it's funny because it has been just the one picture this whole time. It's just these two on a train. That's it. Alright. Alright, gotcha. Gotcha. I heard you. Alright, gotcha. I understand. I hear you. It is nice weather. We definitely said that already. Gotcha. So yeah, if it rained, it would have gone to waste if it rained. Yeah, but there's no rain here, so that was a totally necessary thing to say. So yeah. Alright. Simply passes by, no events of notice. It's super on the nose, guys. There are no events of notice here. Just two girls on a train enjoying a nice summer day, and I'm watching it. Okay, let's just let the time pass. Let the time pass. I feel like this is a real-time train ride now. Scenery outside had become that of a city. Several buildings of moderate height lined up against each other, and on the streets were numbers of cars passing each other. Let's continue typing away at something on her computer. I need y'all to get to y'all stop, because y'all are having every conversation under the sun right now. And now they're talking about their stop, like this just...
Lex, そろそろ到着の時間じゃない？
ああ、そうだな。仕事に集中してうっかりしていた。そういえばそんな時間だ。
Well, at least she was right to worry.
移動中の方が仕事がはかどる気がするな。ずっと移動していようか。
I know, right? No, she's right about that. You can get so much work done on transit. The worst part is like knowing your stops coming up. It's like, oh man, I can't really concentrate on work knowing my stops coming up. But like that part where you got like 20 minutes until your stop or whatever, or like 10 minutes or something like that, or you know, or the beginning of the ride, you're just, man. I wish, cause I take the bus everywhere. I wish there weren't as many potholes where I'm from. I wish the roads were a bit smoother, because that messes up. I like to write, and traveling on the bus kind of messes up when I'm writing, cause it's like vibrating the whole time. But I feel her there. I completely understand where she's coming from there. Kanzakai.
さてオリエ、準備は OK か？忘れ物はないか？
Dude, they're having a normal ass conversation. Like, again, I feel like I'm just watching two people on a train, like a fly on the wall.
子供じゃないんだからそんなのないって。レックスの方こそ仕事道具の詰まったカバンなんか忘れないでよ。
それは冗談にならないからやめてくれ。
Yep, she's the absent-minded. I'm more like the girl in the with the silver hair, Lex. Very similar to Lex.
行こうか。
Okay. Let's.
これ以上悩んでも仕方ない。行くよ。
Oh, they're sisters.
原田織江。ここが私の次の任務。その舞台となる街。これから始まるのはただの任務だけじゃない。私自身の戦いでもある。
God damn, let's get off this train, ladies.
その第一歩を。ここに踏み出そう。
Okay. Let's get off this train. Yes, we're off the train. We're off the fucking train. Oh my god, the long journey is finally over. Jeez, let me check our time. I'm hoping this ends because, dude, that was crazy long. That was an hour? Jesus Christ. Dude, I thought that was a half hour. That went back kind of fast, but... Jeez, this is one chapter. The long journey was finally over. After getting off the train, passing through the turnstiles, and getting to an open area of the station, I found myself surprised by the sheer size of it. The size itself isn't something uncommon, but this crowd, I don't think I can walk through it.
2番出口から出てたから、ここで合ってるはず。間違いない。
Okay.
ここからの道のりなら、そんなマニュアルは不要だよ。私についてきてくれ。
ああ、そうだったね。
Lex had been born here in this town before. It seems like she'd already become used to this area around here. I felt ashamed staring at the guide map in the mission document so seriously. This place with a strange object and the clock. It seems like people would use this place often to meet. At Kanzakai Station, there were many people standing around the area.
よし、それじゃ行こうか。
まずは
お腹は空いているか？
それなりにってとこかな。
Dude, they are legit talking like regular people. Like, there's no real plot happening. It's just two girls getting off a train and they're talking about having lunch.
そうか。なら立ち話もなんだし、少し歩いて場所を移そう。近くにケーキの美味しいカフェがあるんだ。
I mean, I'm fine with that, but then again, I'm like, where's the fighting in this fighting game? But I guess there's other modes for that. So now I'm reading a visual novel. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
さすがレクス様、話が分かってる。
なら行こう。少し歩くぞ。
No, not right now. Not right now. Dude, that was crazy. That was... Okay, chapter 2 is available. That was an hour... Probably like 45 minutes. That was like 45 minutes of straight up text of two still pictures superimposed over another still picture talking about a bunch of stuff. None of it, about 70% of it was plot related. The other 30% was random stuff, and pretty much 50% of it was repeated stuff. So this is about to be a long story mode, because that was one of 4 chapters, and that took like 45 minutes. So yeah, this is about to be a long playthrough. So I'm gonna do a few more tonight. Hopefully finish Orie up at least. and then I don't know. Like, I thought I would get much farther than this, but it's gonna be a while, guys. So don't worry, I am enjoying it though. So I'm having a good time doing it. So for now, take care, guys. Till next time, peace.